you are not in the cup holder. No, you are in the, we're in the 911 this morning going to work. I don't particularly like using my sports car as a commuter, but my truck is in the shop right now. Had a little bit of an oopsie. Somebody ran into me in the parking lot of at work and ended up causing a bit of damage to the car. So now it's in the shop getting looked at today. So today I had to take out my sports car to get to work, which isn't a bad thing, really. I mean, I did buy it to drive it, and driving to work is not the most fun thing in the world, but we can make it fun. So today, what I want to talk about is, oh, and by the way, the reason you're down here and you got this really awesome angle of me is because I tried to put you on the dash, but the old leather dash just doesn't want to have anything sticking to it, so it kept falling off. So this is where we're at right now. So the thing I want to talk about today is, man, it sure did suck having my car get smooshed, my truck, get smooshed while I was in the office. And how much does that suck? How much does it suck when you just walk out to your car in the parking lot and there it is, looking like a Coke can that someone stepped on? It sucks, but that's life, and that's something it's really important to understand, that sometimes stuff happens, and it is it's no good, it's no fun. Nobody likes to have stuff happen to them. Nobody likes to come out of their office and see their truck smooshed. But life is like that. Comets fall from the sky. Cars don't start. People get sick. People get laid off from work for no reason, and you could be doing nothing wrong, and you could be the victim of circumstance. It, I think, is super important to understand that that is a fact of life. And if you spend your entire life trying to run away from problems and issues and misery, it's so funny. Since I started doing the cold water immersion, I started to look at things a little differently on a global perspective. I started thinking things of more stuff happens, and if you can actually embrace the misery, if you can kind of, I don't want to say seek it out, but don't run away from it. Lean into it. Like, if something bad happens at work, that's not something you can actually handle or deal with, then just kind of embrace it. Don't sit there and cry victim. And it's true, like, maybe you are indeed a victim of something that's gone on, situations with relationships or finances or work, but don't be afraid of it. I have found in my life there has been some people that I've known who actually spent all their life avoiding discomfort, avoiding misery and pain, and that is just, honestly, that is just a recipe for a life of misery. If you spend all your time trying to avoid discomfort, you will find yourself living a life of just pure misery and heartache. It's so counterintuitive to think that if you are, when you try to avoid unpleasantness and ugly situations, you actually end up making your life worse. It's almost counterintuitive. So what I've decided to do is tell people, embrace it. And I'm not saying like be a masochist and go for things that are truly painful just for the sake of it. But do the cold water, have a cold shower. That sucks. Cold water sucks so much. But the cool thing is that it's not going to kill you. Cold water will not kill you. And in fact, there's actually health benefits to it. So you think about it, you're doing something that's good for you and sucks. And it actually makes your life better. And it's the same with working out or saving or investing. These are things that, like, look, it's not fun to invest. Investing, in my opinion, saving and investing is not fun. Well, I find it fun, but that's different. It's like I don't like going to the gym, but I know that eventually, if you keep going to the gym, it will become fun. It'll become something you actually enjoy. If you keep being busy, eventually you're going to enjoy being busy. All the things that we think aren't fun are the things that most people who live lives of misery, or they're the ones who are, how are we doing for gas? Good. They're the ones who are trying to run away from discomfort and pain. They're the ones who are actually having a miserable life. If you can discipline yourself to be able to go, okay, I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to jog at 4 o'clock in the morning. These things eventually will make your life so much better. The suck. Embrace the suck. Embrace how bad things can get. And on the other side of it is where the pleasure lies, is where the happiness lies, and the security and safety. And it's heartbreaking to see people do whatever they can to avoid pain. Forgot how much giddy up this little girl had. It's funny how people do so much to avoid pain, and in the end, those same people who avoid, having a boring job, or not going to the gym, or just simply want to escape life, how incredibly miserable their lives are. Lean into it. If you're having a bad day at work, try and find something to be grateful for and double down. If you don't like working out, that's life. But on the other side of it is that when you go to the gym and you don't want to go, and you show up and you do your workout, when you leave, there is a feeling of not just accomplishment, but there's an actual physiological effect of endorphins. Your blood is pumping hard, oxygen's getting to the fingertips, to the very fine little capillaries at the edge of your body, with the very furthest reaches from your heart. There is a great, amazing feeling that happens with that. It's the same thing with saving and investing. When you save and you see that number go from $100 to $1,000, wow, what a feeling that is. When you see that 1,000 go to 10,000, that's $1 million. That's amazing. And I'm telling you, when you finally reach that 7-figure mark, wow. Especially when you come from nothing, when you come from a situation that was maybe not so perfect, not so great for you in the long run. I'm telling you, when you find those accomplishments, when you get to those markers, there is nothing that can compare to that feeling of pure satisfaction and self-love. Like I mean, we're all supposed to love ourselves, but I'm telling you, when you are truly proud of yourself and your accomplishments, that is something. So unfortunately, this is the part that sucks about being a human, is that in order to get to those parts where we have those feelings of pride and confidence and love for ourselves, we have to go through some crap. We have to go through some trauma. And the funny thing is the trauma is the stuff that you have to put on yourself. Like, you have to go without. You have to go hungry. Everyone's going out to the bar, and you're like, sorry, can't go. Don't call me. I'm not going to be there. Everyone's talking about a ribeye steak at the barbecue, and you're having a wiener. Sorry, that's just the way it is. You go through that, and at the end of it is an amazing life. And that is where true happiness lies. True happiness lies in pushing through with discipline and resolve, knowing that at the end of all that, I don't want to say suffering, but the challenges that you put on yourself, that discomfort, the end of it is an amazing reward. Don't be afraid of pain. Don't be afraid of it. It won't kill you. Pain is temporary. Glory is forever. Thanks for subscribing. I'd like to thank my subscriber and make sure you hit the notification button. Share the word, because I want to get the word out to everyone as much as possible. And if you haven't already, click on the link. Check out my book, My Conversations with Keegan, which is kind of a long version of what we're doing here. Thanks so much.